Check, check. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back at First National Bullion, Carlsbad. Let's go, baby. Oh. What's up, man? How you doing?
How's it going? Good to see ya.
Good to see you. What is up with this?
This little thing. Silver platter for spot. You want it?
For spot? I don't know,
No,
man. I
okay.
think I'll pass. What's the story on that? Someone just brought it in?
Yeah. He owns an auction company, so he's going through someone's estate, and Sterling
Neat.
Silver, he brought it in. So
What is that worth, that melt?
So this was about 3,700 grams. So
Okay.
at melt, it's probably right around 3,700, somewhere around there.
And he cut it here to make sure it was silver all the way through? Or?
I cut it there just to
Okay.
make sure it's silver all the way through. So
Yeah, because like I'm sure people bring in like silver candlesticks and silverware and stuff, and some of that stuff is not all silver, right?
Yeah, so it has to be stamped sterling, because if it's not stamped, usually it's silver plated or something like that. And then we've seen fake silver stamps before, because you could just mark it sterling. So then
Yeah.
that's why we cut it, and then I filed into it and tested it with some acid.
Nice.
So,
How often do you get weird stuff like this?
I get a lot of melt stuff, so I probably have $30,000 worth of stuff like this come in a month.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
So what are we at now with spot? I haven't looked. Are we over 39 still?
Silver's at 39 and change, I believe. 39.
Dude, our last video, people loved it. It's over 10,000 views. And I know you predicted $40 silver. I can't remember when, but like, I feel like it's right around the corner right now.
Yeah, because I said by the end of the year, because I like to be a little bit
Conservative with it.
conservative. I don't want to be pumping out crazy numbers, but I think that's very conservative.
What do you think now? Next week, maybe? You think we'll get it soon?
Maybe I move it a little bit higher, 45.
Okay.
Again, trying to be conservative.
Yeah.
Don't wanna be pumping crazy numbers.
Well, dude,
I
and
think
like,
I'm in it for the long term, so.
yeah, and the market's crazy right now. There's a bunch of short positions and not a lot of liquidity, and these shorts are getting, people are having to cover shorts. There's talks of another short squeeze. So who knows what's going to go on. I'm going to kind of get some shots of what you got in here today. You look like you've got a decent amount of silver, decent amount of gold. Are a lot of people coming in and selling right now?
Yeah, so the majority of people are selling right now. Probably about 80% of the volume is people bringing stuff in one by one, and then once they get enough, bringing it up to the wholesaler.
Nice. And do you have any crazy deals going on? What you got going on in here?
Crazy deals.
Do you have anything you're sending to the refiner that you could like sell under spot or anything like that? Or?
Spot. I've got weird coins. I could do like 99% of melt.
Let's see what the weird coins look like.
Let's see.
I'm down for weird coins. You guys, I am in my Southern California outfit. I got my flip-flops.
So it'd be all these ones right here, like miscellaneous Mexican coins.
Oh, that's cool. What are these, like 90% or?
Yeah, they're 90% gold.
Interesting. Okay. You get a bunch of gold in lately, or?
Yeah, so this is actually just a purchase from today.
Wow.
So, gentleman brought all this stuff in, a whole bunch of gold eagles.
What is that worth right there?
Right there, I think that's 18. It was about 61,000 and change.
Wow. Isn't it crazy how much
In the
value
palm
it
of your
is?
hand. Yeah.
That's crazy. Whew. I didn't bring enough money for this run.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, are these Queen's Beasts?
Yep.
Can we take a look at those?
Absolutely.
I might get some. What are you doing on those?
So those are $2 over spot.
Okay. I think I might take some of these. Mind if I pick through?
Go for it.
You guys know I'm a sucker for Queen's Beasts. You know, it's funny too, back in the day when they came out, like a couple years later, it's like, why did I not get more of those? So here's the Griffin, guys. I love the Griffin. So I'm going to get all your Griffins here. You got any other Griffins?
Yeah, I got some more here in the safe.
Awesome.
got those 5.
Okay. And then, so those are all the Griffins you have, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I've got Falcons, Greyhounds, Bulls,
I might do
and
Falcons.
Goats. Yeah.
Did you say Greyhounds?
Greyhounds, yeah, it's the dog.
What? I must have missed that one. Let me see what a Greyhound looks like.
It's the Falcon.
Dude, I totally missed the Greyhounds.
Yeah, it's that one right there.
Oh, wow. I guess I stopped paying attention when the Greyhounds came out. And have you had these for a while, or did someone bring them in recently?
Yeah, I've had these for probably 2 months now.
Oh, wow.
So someone brought in about 100 of them, and they've just been slowly getting rid of them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What are these, about 70, 80 bucks a pop, something like that?
Yeah,
No, it's
about
80
80.
something.
39, 40, so it'd be 82 a piece at 2 over.
Okay, I think I'll get those, because that's a great buy at 2 over.
Yeah.
And Griffins are popular. And, you know, the Royal British Mint just does really good work. I love how shiny their stuff is. A lot of it looks almost proof-like. Do you have any favorite mints, like, from around the world, besides, like, the U.S. Mint? Like, what do you like?
Yeah, so I stick with U.S. Mint stuff, just because I don't like the royalty that's on the back. I think they're kind of ugly, personal opinion. But the other stuff, like U.S. stuff, I really like. And then certain lunar series and things like that that are really special, I'll keep for myself.
I know there's people that, like, I've seen in the comments, some people, like, adamantly hate, like, the royal family. Like, I hate the queen on anything, won't buy anything.
Yeah,
Now we got the
exactly.
king. I don't mind it, but,
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
yeah,
So it's
I
all
can get some
personal
of those.
preference. People love certain things, some people hate it. So.
yeah. I think with me, I've got, like, 700 or so bucks. So I like those. I might need to get some fractional. Can we take a
Okay.
look what you got going on over here? And how much are you doing on the 90% these days?
90% I could do for spot.
Awesome. What is this? What is this?
Oh, it's a Flying Eagle scent.
I've never seen one of these. Tell me about
It
it.
was the first small scent that the U.S. made. I think it was 1856 or 7 was that one.
Mhm.
So,
What's it made
little
out of?
piece of Americana. I think it's copper.
Okay.
Not entirely sure. I don't see them too often.
Interesting. Yeah, I've never seen one. Man, this Franklin's almost like a almost like a perf almost. I'm just gonna pick out some stuff I like, and then we'll see what we end up at the end of the transaction. And these are one of my favorite designs of all time, the Mercury Dime. I don't know why, but I love it.
Yeah, they're beautiful coins.
So as I pick through this, I want to ask you a few questions. How is the so earlier you said more people are coming in and selling, and is it more gold, more silver?
Probably more gold right now. So like today alone, I've bought 25 ounces of gold, and I bought maybe 100 ounces of silver. So majority of the value is gold. I think people are holding on to silver, or they've already sold it. I think anyone who has sold or is looking to sell has already sold, and then I think the people who have it still are waiting for higher prices, probably 45, 50.
Do you think once we see over 50, you'll see a lot more sellers?
It's a good question, because I think the psychology at that time, people won't want to miss out on silver, so
It's
they'll want to
going
ride
higher.
it up.
Yeah.
So I bet we'll see more buyers, and then I think once we see more buyers, I think that'll be the top of the market. So
Okay.
wherever that might be.
And then, so say silver went to $50 tomorrow. Like, how does a coin shop stay in business? Like, because I'm thinking if I was a coin shop, silver hits $50 tomorrow. Like, I might be worried to buy a bunch of silver because what if it crashes down to 30? Like, how do you protect yourself?
So we can always, so you can do one of two things. You can either get rid of it to wholesalers. There's big companies that will buy whatever amount that you have, that they only work with dealers like this when you have a certain amount. Or you could hedge it with futures contracts. So if you buy it from someone, you sell it on the futures contract, and then when you sell it, you buy it back. So that way it just negates all the risk.
You know, I do remember someone telling me about that back in the day. So is that does that totally protect you, or?
Yeah. So I know there are dealers out there who hedge everything, and then I know there's dealers who will, you know, play a little
Go
bit
ahead.
of risk.
Go ahead.
Hey, how's it going? What can I do for you?
You sell gold bullions here?
Yeah, I sell gold.
How much, what is the markup from the regular price of gold per ounce?
Let's see. It depends on the product. What you were looking to buy, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. So I've got kind of like a range of pricing depending on the product. Once it
For
loads.
simple gold, the simplest gold coins.
Yeah. So like very basic ones would be about 40 over spot.
Okay.
So it'd be anything that's generic, and then anything that is like Krugerrands would be 45, Eagles 75. So
Okay, and you buy gold here also if I want
Yeah.
to sell that.
yep. So I can
Okay.
do both.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
of course.
Thanks.
You're getting some B-roll while you're talking to him. Yeah, I want to talk a little bit more about that in hedging because I think it's interesting for people. What is all this?
Oh, 1/10 ounce or this stuff up here?
Oh, the silver below. Is that?
This is 1/10 ounce silver.
Huh. So someone brought in a bunch of 1/10 ounces.
Yep.
How much are you selling that for?
So those ones, I would sell them $4.10 a piece.
Okay. What does that work out to?
That is about 2 over spot.
Yeah.
For some smaller stuff.
This is cool stuff. Fractional 999 is really fun.
There used to be a huge premium on it, and then now it's kind of just disappeared.
Well, dude, I remember too with 90%, there used to be a much higher premium on dimes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so if you buy like $100,000 in silver, then you'd buy essentially the same amount in a futures contract. It's hedged. That way, if you still have it, it crashes, you're protected.
Yeah, exactly. So you have, say you buy 5,000 ounces of silver, and one contract is 5,000 ounces. You know, you buy one contract to hedge it. At least that's what I've heard. I've never personally done it, but that's the idea behind it. And then once you sell that contract, that 5,000 ounces of silver, and someone comes in and buys the 5,000 you have, then you sell the contract, and whatever fluctuations, they would cancel each other out, and then you just make the spread difference of what the premium is.
Now, in a market like this where a lot of people are selling, how much stuff do you actually hold on to sell, and how much stuff do you just like send into a refiner or a wholesaler?
So there's like a certain amount that I keep in the store, and then anything that exceeds that, I usually sell it off to the wholesaler once it builds up. So right now, the majority of the stuff that I buy will go to a wholesaler just because there's not many buyers. So if you don't stay on top of it, then you could become very like saturated with inventory, more
Yeah.
than you need.
Yeah.
So, and if you want to take the risk on the price, go for it. But that I'm not in the business of speculation. You know, we're here to just make a little bit of a spread each time, and then that's how we stay in business. So we're not taking these huge risks and overexposed if the market goes down.
Yeah.
You know, like there was a few months ago when silver went down 11% in one day. So if you're overexposed on that, and then you can end up losing quite a bit of money.
And then when the price action is like much crazier, like it's been lately, it's normal for like coin shops to offer like less than spot for when they're buying silver, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
So especially when there's a lot of sellers like there is right now, which is I've been in the business for a little bit over 4 years now, and I hadn't seen it previously. We were always at least at spot or over spot for just about anything. So that just depends market dynamics. Like there was a time where I used to pay $100 over for gold eagles, and then now I'm selling them for about $75 over.
And that doesn't mean in the future we might not see that again once like the run happens and things kind of stabilize. Like, cause like again, I remember like this stuff here. I remember dimes had like a decent premium on them for 90% silver, and like right now with the market so crazy, like I got some great deals on some vintage bars. So I did the Fun Coin Show. So you're a stop on my road trip across America. So I drove from Florida all the way here.
Yeah.
And we did the Fun Coin show. I got like a really cool Engelhard bar for $375. And that's about what I would have paid when silver spot price was in like the 20s, you know?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
with the price up, I've been able to get some good deals on vintage bars. I got the 100-ounce Johnson Matthey bar from you for a pretty good deal. So like what I always tell viewers is like, depending on the market, like one of the things I wish I learned when I first started stacking, took me a little bit, but I eventually got it, is only buy the deals. Because if you only buy the deals, depending on the market, eventually you're going to get the vintage silver you want. Eventually you're going to get like the Morgan silver dollars in the 90%. Like I was buying Cole Morgans at like $20, and then I stopped. I'm like, what am I doing? Then a couple years later, I was at a coin shop in Arizona, and I got them for $16 a piece, and I loaded the. So like, if you always shop the deals, like what I'm doing right now, I got in a good deal on Queen's Beast, going for it, right? Normally in traditional times, like I would be buying all your silver at spot. However, because of the market dynamics, I see opportunities in like semi-numismatic coins or stuff that I think might be popular in the future. Like, what's your viewpoint on all that?
I think that's a great view. Because I remember, again, a few years ago where Silver Eagles were going $15 over spot.
Dude, that was crazy.
Yeah, silver's $20 an ounce, and people are paying $35 for Silver Eagles, and it's like you're essentially losing that entire premium. Like silver has to move so much for you to start making money.
Yeah.
So I like just shopping the deals. If you can get something for spot, that's a good deal that is going to maintain that value and that premium. I wouldn't get like, you know, a giant silver platter. Probably not the best idea. But anything that's a good deal that, you know, junk silver, Queen's Beast, stuff like that. I think you're doing it
Dude,
right.
if that giant tray had a silver crab encrusted into it, I might have gotten it. I might have gotten it. So, is there anything surprising for you with the market and what's happening now? Has anything shocked you or surprised you, or not really?
It is interesting to see the strength of silver, especially the last few weeks, because the gold to silver ratio was just at like 105, and now it's at 87, somewhere around there. So silver's been doing really well, and that's it kind of caught me off guard a little bit, but not entirely unexpected, I think. So I was because I very long term with silver, because you know it's gonna go up higher than gold, but then go down lower. It's gonna be a little bit more volatile. So
yeah, the price action. What got you into coins and gold and silver? What got you here?
So I had my first job in 2020 at a gun store, and I was just listening to podcasts and stuff like that about money, how to invest, and then at the same time I would see these giant government bills during COVID where it'd be like $4 trillion here, $7 trillion there, and it's just like this huge, I don't know. It was an interesting thing to see, and I just questioned of like, where's this money coming from? And I was like, oh, they kind of just make it up, and there's no real backing or anything to it.
And then you went down
And
the
then I
rabbit
went
hole.
down the rabbit hole of like, oh, money is fake and doesn't exist. And then I was like, all right, I should buy some gold and silver. So I was coming into the store buying some, and then they offered me a job, and that was 4 years ago.
Nice. So do you see yourself as more of a stacker or a coin collector, or?
So I was a stacker at first when I was just buying silver for silver value. Once I was starting in the business, now I'm a little bit more spoiled where I have to get cool stuff. So when cool stuff comes in, like I have a pair of like silver dice or
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, little things like that. I'm like, oh, that's super cool. I need that.
Are you into poured silver at all?
Not as much. If
Okay.
it comes in, it's cool.
I like poured silver.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with MK Bars?
Okay, I don't know.
He's one of the top guys out there. Like his stuff is everywhere. And I'm going tomorrow to Los Angeles to his foundry. We're gonna make some videos there and
that's super
pour
cool.
some silver.
Yeah.
The guy makes phenomenal stuff.
Yeah.
And like poured silver, I can usually do pretty well getting a decent premium on them. Whenever it's MK Bars, like stuff, it really holds its value well. And a lot of people don't like poured silver because there's a decent premium on them. But if you always shop the deals like I do, like I've gotten a bunch of the silver like at spot.
Yeah.
Like Atmex would do like a Labor Day deal or a Black Friday deal. So like, that's just kind of been my MO, and it's been positive, and I've got a pretty diverse stack. And I get the comments like, you're wasting, you'll never get the premium back. You should have just bought Eagles, or you should have only bought generic, or 90% junk silver's actual junk. That's a comment I got like yesterday.
Yeah.
Well, you're a fool. Like, it's funny everybody's comments, but if you can have a diversified stack by always shopping the deals and have stuff that has a potential to have a higher premium in the future, like, why wouldn't you do that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that's a good way of stacking. So,
Yeah.
because you're not paying these huge premiums of 30% over spot for a coin that may or may not command that 30% premium in the next year. So, that's a good way of protecting yourself from any like market fluctuations of like more of a collector's thing. So,
Have you gotten any fake gold or silver coming in this week at all? Or not really?
Not really.
Okay.
I don't think so. No.
What's the craziest story you've heard of like fake gold or silver? Have you ever heard of someone their entire collections is like fake or?
Well, there's a lot of people. It's not fake, but it's massively overpriced. So if one of these telemarketers will get your phone number, and if you're, 80 years old and not as astute as you might have once been, then they'll call and charge you way too much for these things. So you'll spend 200, 300,000, and you bring it in and it's worth 50 to 100, where
That's
people
sad.
are just charging double or triple spot. So I've seen that happen a few times, and that's I don't know. It's sad that there's people out there in this business doing that, which is kind of in line with buy the deals, because you're not
Yeah.
paying that huge premium for stuff.
Yeah, because if your philosophy is buy the deals, it's going to protect you from
Yeah,
that.
exactly, from all that stuff. Any crazy deals? I know there's a bunch of tungsten bars going around, little like 100 grams. That was about 2 years ago.
Gold or
Gold.
Okay.
Yeah, so it'd be tungsten, it'd be wrapped in gold, and it would almost fool the Sigma, but it wasn't quite right. So the Sigma picked it up, and we were able to protect ourselves and not buy them.
Now, if someone brings in like fake stuff, like, can you like seize it from them or keep it, or legally do they get it, or if it's like U.S. coins, would you call the Secret Service? Like, how does that work?
So there was one time that I called. It was on that 100-gram gold purchase that I called up the police just to ask, hey, should I keep this or that? And they just said, you know what, like you could, but it might not be worth it with how hostile someone would get.
Yeah,
and
worth the
that,
drama.
And it's just like probably not worth their time, basically, because they're not going to pursue it.
Yeah.
So
That's crazy.
unfortunate as it is, especially
Yeah.
here in California, it's not the best
Yeah, it's tough.
justice.
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy at times. How much time you got left? Do you gotta like close up or anything? I don't want to jack you up.
Let's see, maybe another like 5-10 minutes.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
What's the so you've been in the game now, and I would say your learning's been extremely accelerated, being on literally that side of the case, right?
Yeah.
What do you know now that you wish you knew when you first started,
Ooh, that's a good question.
like in gold and silver?
I would just say always understand what you're buying. Like if you don't understand junk silver, because some people have a tough time understanding that it's 0.715 of an ounce. They think it's a full ounce, and then they'll pay too much for it. So I just say understand what you're buying, what the spot value is, what your premium is paying, what the like buyback would be. I would say that'd be good advice. I gotta take this real quick.
You're good.
What's up, Ed? I do. I've got one customer, a YouTuber. We're doing an interview. Yeah. Yeah, I could do that. Yeah. I'll have a little bit of time. Probably in about 10 minutes or so. All right. Sounds good, Ed. All right,
Good. Is that the boss?
that was my jeweler.
Oh,
friend,
okay.
So.
I'll edit all that out. You don't have to worry about that.
Cool.
Okay. Anything? Do you have any interesting stories that people would like to hear? Anything crazy?
Did I show you the morgue teeth last time?
You didn't. Can you bring that
Okay,
up?
do you want- if
Okay.
you wanna
Let
see
me
it
ask
on
you a
the-
question. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
What's the craziest thing you have in the store right now?
So the craziest thing that I have is teeth that's directly from the crematorium.
Oh
Got
my
a
gosh.
few hundred grams if you want to see it.
Yeah, let's see it,
All right.
dude. What in the world? I do not want to touch it.
I don't touch this when it comes in.
So this
It's
is
really
gold
gross.
out of people's teeth.
Yeah. So it's gold and palladium. So it's a little bit of both. It's about 15% gold and 15% palladium. So we melt it down, do a split melt. The refiner pays us on it.
So who brings this in? The morgue?
Yeah. So it's the employees on the morgue. Because they make it sound like the families don't want it. They'll be like, oh, you don't want their gold teeth, do you? Ugh, gross. And then they get to keep it if the families don't take it.
So legally, the family's got to sign off and say they don't want it, and then they can like,
I don't know if it's a sign off, but
or just say.
or just say, yeah, if they just leave it. So
Dude, that
I'm not-
seems
if you-
sketchy to me. Dude.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't like.
I'm gonna put it in my
but-
will, dude. If I get
Yeah,
if
or
I
if you're
get
out.
burnt up, my gold's gonna get given away on my YouTube channel
Yeah.
after rot.
Yeah, exactly. Do a giveaway.
Dude, that is so
Yeah,
gross,
so it's
dude.
gross. So then that stuff gets melted down and then repurposed, put into other things.
How much is something like this worth? like
so I
roughly?
think this is about $2,000 worth of stuff.
Wow,
Yeah,
totally gross, dude.
super gross.
Okay,
I don't
get
touch
it
it.
out of here. That was fun, dude. All right, man. Well, I've got this wad of cash in my hand, and it's more than just a $1 bill, but it's burning a hole. Let's see what we got, what we can work out.
Cool. Yeah, let me math it up here. 8.
What do you guys think? You like my purchase? And I just threw random stuff out
Okay,
here.
cool. So
So once we figure out the price.
145. So $40. Six.
Oh, it's cool. You have an ATM in here.
Yeah.
I love that.
78. Alright. Alright, so it's $14. Grand total, $664.
Okay.
And then give me 678. $14 change.
Okay, what does that include? What did I just pay for?
These 8,
These.
and then the junk silver.
Okay,
So
cool.
it's $1.45 in junk silver. So that's 50. It's $1, 25, 35, 45. and then
Well, what could I
18.
get? I mean, I might as well spend everything. What could I get for 14? Some more junk
14
silver?
bucks, some more junk silver. You could get some quarter ounce or 10th ounce silvers.
Oh, is this like. What is this? Is this like a little. Look at that. It's got like an FM at the bottom. Is that just like a reproduction?
Yeah, for a little half ounce.
Okay.
thing.
Okay, so how much face would 14 bucks be? 50 cents or something? 75 cents?
Yeah, so it'd be 50 cents exactly almost.
Dang, I'm good.
$13.94. And then you can get 6 cents in change if you want.
I'll take 6 of these. I'll take 6 of those cents. I'm just gonna get 5 dimes. That's what I'm gonna do. Thanks for the tube.
Yeah, of course. Alright, so there's that.
Do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right. Perfect.
Okay, now the last thing is we gotta do the outro, and then I want to take like a good thumbnail for good picture for the thumbnail.
Okay.
So let's do the outro real quick. So remember at the end of the video, I say it's the end of the video. We'll catch you on the next one. All right, man. Well, thank you so much for the great deal, the awesome silver, the great talk, the great conversation. It's the end of the video. What do we say?
Catch you on the next one.
Catch you on the next one. Woo! Okay.